Thanks for joining us on the programme this morning. Of the 8 remaining, who do you think would be the best Prime Minister?
Well, it's very hard to tell without seeing them more in action, but I've been quite impressed with Nadeem, especially because of the vaccine rollout and the way he operated that, but also because he's been a very successful businessman. And what this country needs is business leadership. It needs ethics, it needs morality, and it needs business leadership. It doesn't really need dyed-in-the-wool politicians.
Yeah, why then, if he's so fabulous, is he not up with the top 3?
I didn't really say it was that good. I said I don't really know. What I've witnessed is aspects of his performance that are undoubtedly good. The problem is, for the general public, of which I'm one of those, we haven't seen enough of these people in operation. I've seen enough of Rishi Sunak to be disappointed in the decisions he's made and to feel that he wouldn't be the right entrepreneurial business-like leader to do the right things for growing Britain's GDP. And so I'm not a great Rishi fan at the moment. That could change if he gets the prime ministerial job and I see him do the right things, but I feel he made a lot of mistakes during his chancellorship. So, it's a very, very difficult decision. I quite like Grant Shapps. I thought he was a very strong contender, as was Ben Wallace. But at the moment, I've got, for me, Nadeem slightly ahead, but it's very difficult without knowing their proper full beliefs and policies.
Do you still want to support the party financially?
I only supported them once as a one-off just to keep Corbyn and co out. But I would be a supporter again if I believed that we'd got the right leader, the right policies, and we were really dedicated to making Britain great by investing, and I mean investing in the infrastructure and the business of Britain to grow GDP, because that's the only way that we can fund the health service and fund all those essential services and look after the poorer people of society. We have to grow GDP, and that's wise, shrewd investment.
What do you think of the other couple of front runners who happen to be women, of course, in the form of Penny Mordaunt and also Liz Truss? Would they get your backing?
Well, I think Liz Truss comes across very well, but it's the same problem, really. I don't have any view. I think for me to have a clear view, I would have to have at least a 1-hour-long discussion with the people to put a view there, because what I want to see is entrepreneurial leadership that grows Britain. We are a business and we have to grow that business as well as do all the other essential political things like looking after the poorer members of society, looking after the NHS and education. We have to do all those political things, but they cannot be truly successful unless we treat Britain absolutely as a business, grow GDP, grow wealth, grow tax revenue so that we can do all of those things.
How important do you think TV debates are for these leaders so that people like you and the wider public can hear what their man or woman has to say?
Well, I think it's great. I think it's great to have those. We see a bit more of them. But to be honest, Kay, I'd like to be the interviewer because I would put them through one hell of a tough time.
Yep, and I'd like to have your money, but, that either way, that's not going to happen, is it? So we'll have to leave it there.
Not unless Sky give me a job.
What about loyalty? Have you seen them showing loyalty, or do you think they've been quite traitor-like, some of them?
Well, I think loyalty is a very commendable quality, but misguided, misplaced loyalty is not. It's a difficult balance for politicians especially, but, given some of the mistakes Boris has made, some of the mistakes he's made are not acceptable. And so to have loyalty towards him with those mistakes is very, very difficult. That said, I think Boris has done a lot of very good things, and I think his leadership on the Ukraine situation and the way we've supported them is invaluable, and it's shown Europe how to give the same support. Invaluable in a humanitarian society. He's done other invaluable things like the way he's managed certain aspects of COVID, but he's made a lot of mistakes, and some of those mistakes or unforgivable ones. So loyalty is very difficult. You can't have a misplaced loyalty. And some of the things I've heard are definitely misplaced loyalty.
Okay, good to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you, Kay.